coming to you today as someone who carries within him the true aspirations of Zeon.
Hello everyone, my name is Zeon, you are my remnants. Oh, it felt pretty good to say that. I know I haven't done any uploads in a little bit. I've been going through some personal things. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to take a look at a custom figure that I've worked on recently. This was a pretty quick and easy custom. Anybody can do this. It's the most basic of skill level of customizing, so if you guys are interested in a really quick project that's relatively cheap, if you can find the figures at a good price on eBay or Big Bad Toy Store or Amazon, whatever the case is, this mod requires no painting, no tools of any kind, just Tupperware, some hot water, and a couple of figures to make a Black Series 6-inch Mara Jade Skywalker, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I have right here, and we're going to go over how you make this figure on your own. I did not come up with the recipe for this figure. I scoured the internet on different websites looking for the best version of Mara Jade Skywalker, and I found that this one was pretty damn good as far as the price, not having to mod it, and looking pretty close to the actual character. So we're going to go in, how do you make this figure, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the way I made it, you need 4 figures. For the head and the bust area, you need a Marvel Legends Vintage Black Widow. For the arms and this little cuff piece, you need a Marvel Legends Netflix Elektra. These gloves are from the Black Widow, I believe. The legs and the waist are from Marvel Legends Domino, and the belt and holster is from Black Series Jaina Solo. So this figure probably was like $45 roughly to make, and this was an exercise in part swapping. Now, this is not something that I typically do in custom, so I thought it was a cool little challenge and something new to learn. So how do you part swap all these figures and make a Mara Jade Skywalker? This is what you're left with after you've taken parts out. What I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and I will make full figures out of what's left, and then we will use them for customs. The Jaina is going to be a Rebel pilot in my diorama, and actually this figure is also in my going to be in my diorama. If you guys remember, I started working on a hangar diorama, and I recently got a lot of headway on that. And basically what it is, it's my version of the sequel trilogy, what I would like to happen. And in my sequel trilogy, Mara Jade Skywalker is a thing because she is an awesome character. Don't even get me started about Disney and them erasing good characters and putting in shitty ones, but that's another video for another time. So Mara Jade Skywalker is going to be in my diorama with Luke Skywalker fighting off Phasma and some Sith troopers. Unless we get a full set of Knights of Ren, then it'll be cool to have them fighting Knights of Ren. But anyway, so how do you do this? Well, basically what you need to go do is get a Tupperware or some type of large container, fill that bad boy up with some water, take this over to your microwave here, put that in. Go ahead and nuke it for like 3 minutes or so.
One eternity later.
3, 2, 1. Food is ready. Alright guys, so once you go ahead, heat your water up for 3 minutes or so, you bring that out, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you would submerge your figure. Now this has already been taken apart, but this is a good example. So let's say you want to remove the top from the waist area. This would be together. What I do is I put this in the water, pretend the top is still on, and I'll have her feet hanging out like that, because this is the part that you want to get soft. I'll leave this in here for about a minute or so, then take it out, then pop goes the weasel, and then the top comes off. And you can do this with anything, with arms, shoulders, hip joints, knees. Obviously you're going to require a bit of working because you need to get those little pegs out, but you can do this with all kind of things. And obviously with Marvel Legends, they all basically have the same shape and everything, so parts are pretty easily swappable, so that always helps. Then once you get all your pieces together, you may need to reheat some parts. Like for example, the chest piece needed to be reheated so we could put the new arms in and the new torso waist area in, things like that. The only thing that I had to do on this figure in order to get it to look good was I did add a dab of super glue right there, and on this little, I don't know if you can see it, there's like a little tab where it normally goes into Jaina Solo's hip area. I super glued that to the top of this belt here just so it stayed put, because it was kind of like just loose or whatever. But besides that, that was all I did. So some warm water, Tupperware, super glue, that's it. The only other thing I want to do eventually is I want to kind of add some detail to the face. The face is too clean, looks too cartoony. The hair is way too red, so I'm probably going to go in and do some type of dark red wash or something like that to darken the hair a little bit. I might dry brush some different skin tones over the face, because the Mara Jade is going with my Figure Arts Luke Skywalker custom. There's a video for that on my channel if you guys haven't seen this one. And so they just kind of look off together. She looks too cartoony, too clean. Luke looks more realistic, obviously, because he's a Figure Arts. So that's one thing that I do want to do eventually, but I am content with the way this figure came out. And just so you guys see, this is a comparison from the 3 1/4 inch Black Series Mara Jade with my Mara Jade. As you can see, pretty similar, pretty close. I really hate the hair and face on this figure, but it's like the best Mara Jade figure they ever made. As you can see, on this figure, her boots are black. On some pictures I've seen, her boots are actually like a steel color or something like that. I didn't want to repaint the boots because I like the variation of having the silver, but otherwise pretty similar. The only other thing also you probably would want to do if you wanted to be more accurate is this little harness thing that I got from the Domino figure should be the same color as her belt as seen here on the Black Series figure. But besides that, you can clearly tell it's Mara Jade Skywalker in my opinion, so I'm good with that for the time being. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video on how to do custom Mara Jade Marvel Legends figure, technically. So, if you guys enjoyed it, leave a comment down below. Like the video if you found it informative. Subscribe for more creative content. I have some more projects in the works right now. Some small, some big. So, stay tuned for that. And as always, Zeon!